Hello and welcome to Galaxy TV News. My name is Iribami Salako. We begin with headlines. Vandals again attack the 330 kilovolt Lokoja Gwagwalada transmission line 1. Plus on the news, Nigeria Labour Congress gives state government an ultimatum of December 1st, 2024 to implement the new minimum wage. From the international scene, Saudi Arabia's crown prince immediately demands Israel stop its military aggression in Gaza and Lebanon at the opening of a summit of Arab and Muslim leaders in Riyadh. Details of this and more coming your way soon. Do stay with us. Many thanks for joining us at this time. Now, details of the news. In spite of the efforts of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, to provide stable electricity to Nigerians, vandals have again attacked the 330 kV Lokoja Gwagwalada Transmission Line 1. The General Manager, Public Affairs Division of TCN, Ndidimba, in a statement made available to journalists in Abuja, said early on Saturday, TCN engineers attempted to re-energize the 330 kV Lokoja Gwagwalada Transmission Line 1, but the line tripped. The statement said after efforts to reclose the line failed, a patrol team of TCN linesmen was dispatched to physically trace the line for faults, and upon inspection, they discovered the transmission tower T3606 and T307 and T308 along line 1 have been vandalized, disrupting bulk power transmission along the route. It revealed that further examinations revealed that the vandals had stolen 2 spans of aluminium conductor from line 1. The Lokoja Gwagwalada line is a double-circuit transmission line, and while TCN is still supplying bulk power through line 2, efforts are underway to source replacement aluminium conductors for the 2 spans stolen from line 1. TCN says the rising trend of vandalism targeting transmission lines and towers has become a significant challenge, severely impacting the country's power infrastructure and hindering the expansion and stability of the national grid. It appealed to members of the public, especially residents of communities hosting transmission line and towers, to collaborate with TCN and security operatives in combating this menace, saying vandalism of power installations is a disservice to all and undermines the effort to strengthen the nation's transmission system. The Nigeria Labour Congress is giving state governments an ultimatum of December 1st, 2024 to implement the new minimum wage. It also accused fuel marketers of inflating petrol price, claiming the pump price is significantly higher than the actual market value. The NLC contended that Nigerians were being exploited, with citizens enduring heightened suffering and hunger due to government policies which keep pushing many into destitution. In a communique released on Sunday following its National Executive Council meeting, NLC highlighted the severe economic hardship across the country and called for an urgent review of policies it described as anti-people. The NLC further directed state councils where the new minimum wage is not yet implemented to commence an indefinite strike starting December 1st, 2024, in protest against the unaddressed labor issues in July 2024. President Bola Tinubu approved an increase in the minimum wage for Nigerian workers from 30,000 naira to 70,000 naira. However, the implementation across states has been gradual, and some still yet to adopt the new minimum wage. And still on NLC matters, President of Nigeria Labour Congress, Joe Ajaero, has called on the judiciary to exercise caution in issuing rulings that could increase the hardship in the country. The NLC president made the disclosure when he unveiled 10 new CNG-powered buses at the NLC Secretariat in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. Our correspondent, Idele Faso, tells us more in this report.
Displaying the CNG buses, which will serve as mass transit for civil servants and the people of Rivers State at the NLC Secretariat in Port Harcourt, Before addressing labor leaders and government officials on the issue of allocation, the NLC president advised the judiciary to tread the path of peace for the betterment of the state.
NLC cannot sit and watch workers of Rivers State suffer. Why we are not going to go into jurisprudence or the position of the judiciary, the NLC is also advising the judiciary not to go into a journey of self-destruct. Everybody seems to be saying that judiciary is the last hope of the common man. We want to plead with the MBA and others to look into what is happening. And the Judicial Council.
On the CNG buses, the Labour leader calls for regulated prices to avoid cases of petrol price inflation. Responding, the secretary to the Rivers State government, Dr. Tammy Donagogo, commended the NLC president for standing by Nigerians.
If you provide CNG and it is as expensive as PMS, it is useless. I think it's very, very important. We discuss here that while we are discussing the issue of provision of CNG buses, we have to take into cognizance that there must be infrastructure where we can refuel the vehicles. And the CNG must be cheap, because it's not by tomorrow the price of CNG will still jump like the price of PMS. Then all this struggle would have been in vain. We have gas deposits in Nigeria that can last for the next 500 years. So I don't see the basis for increasing the prices of CNG.
To thank the NLC, national level, the national president and his ESCO for your support for the Nigerian masses in general. So please be assured that as a people in Rivers State and as a government, we appreciate your efforts and will continue to encourage you to engage all levels of government meaningfully and constructively to ensure that this country will witness a paradigm shift for the good of the people of the country in general.
The commissioning of the CNG buses will no doubt help in reducing transportation costs as a result of the cost-effective nature of the CNG buses. From Rivers State, Daily Fason reporting for Galactic TV News.
You're still on to the news on Galaxy TV. Let's go on a break. When we come back, the news continues. To stay with us. We are glad to have you back. Now, for more updates and latest news, please visit our website www.galaxytvonline.com. Connect with Thoughts on our X handle at Galaxy TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/GalaxyTV News. You can follow and interact with Thoughts on our Facebook page, facebook.com/GalaxyTV. Remember to follow and tag us on our Instagram page as Galaxy TV. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate your live updates and comments, as you can easily scan our IG QR code. The Tertiary Education Trust Fund Fund says it has collected education tax to the tune of a total of 1.5 trillion naira so far in the year 2024. The Executive Secretary of the fund, Architect Sonny Echono, who made the disclosure at the 2024 TEDfund Stakeholders Engagement in Abuja, attributed the feat to the authorization provided by President Bola Tinubu. Correspondent Kalujo completes the story.
addressing stakeholders in the country's tertiary institutions, including vice chancellors, head of institutions and union. The executive secretary of TETFund, Architect Shoni Echono, said the increase in the last year education tax from 2.5% to 3%, authorized by the Commander-in-Chief, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represents a significant stride for TETFund. This change is said culminated with a record-breaking education tax collection of approximately 1.5 trillion naira, reinforces the government's dedication to strengthen Nigeria's educational framework. On his part, the chairman, Board of Trustees of TETFund, Ahmed Bello Masari, emphasized the need to devise means of funding education in a sustainable way, adding that TETFund currently is the sole financier of education in Nigeria. Masari decried the interplay between politics and education in Nigeria, noting that it has become necessary to move partisan politics out of calendar of education in Nigeria.
The increase last year in the education tax from 2.5% to 3%, authorized by the President Commander-in-Chief, corresponding level of interest.
Some institutions will do apologies, and some people outside there see TETFund not only as an intervention agency, but as an agency that will have to shoulder all responsibilities in education, which I believe is not right. Where is the budgeting system?
Other stakeholders in their remarks lauded TETFund intervention in the country's tertiary institutions, noting that this has in no small measure advanced the cost of education in Nigeria.
Cannot be funded without affirmative action, dedicated funding source that is trusted, transparent, through the judicious application of the fund collected.
The case has already been made that the challenges facing education are numerous, endless, and complex. However, I believe that with the collective wisdom and the strategic insights to be harnessed from this strategic workshop and the caliber of tertiary education leaders gathered here today.
As we embark on the 2025 intervention cycle, it is crucial that we work together across all levels of government and within the institutions themselves to ensure that these interventions are effectively utilized and reach the intended outcome.
To appreciate the President, Mr. President, for keeping to the text and tenets of the TETFund intervention, while also seeking that he ensures that the platform or the structures already established to support the TETFund interventions be strengthened.
Stakeholders stress the need for sustainable and proactive approach to funding of education in Nigeria. From Abuja, Kunle Ujo, Galaxy TV.
Moving on to other stories. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency in Ogun State says it has arrested 3 persons in connection with the seizure of 1.3 tons of cannabis sativa and 25 cartons of 100 milligrams of tramadol in various locations in Ogun State. Speaking to Galaxy TV News at the command's headquarters in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, the commander said that the success recorded so far follows the launch of a special operation codenamed Closed Gate. He noted that the drugs were found after thorough search in some private commercial buses who were embarking on interstate trips. The commander stressed that following their arrest, the suspect will be charged to court.
From the east towards the west, and even the cannabis that was arrested yesterday was arrested from Delta State, and they came with what's a truck like this, but it has a partition inside it. When you open it, you think it's an empty truck, actually. But there was a false partition that was made inside. It's when you break into the partition that you will know that something is concealed inside. And 100 bags of 130 kilograms of cannabis each were recovered from inside that partition.
While assuring members of the public of a safer state, the commander said the new operation is aimed at securing every entry in the state. He also reiterated the command's commitment towards going tough on drug peddlers.
And sealing all the major entry roads into the state against the influx of hard drugs, such as the one you can see behind me. And this operation started last week, day before yesterday. Yesterday we made a seizure of 1.3 tons of cannabis resulting from this conflict. And this morning too, as we're here now, you can see this is part of what we have recovered, intercepted.
Still on security-related matters, the Acting Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, visited the 8th Division of the Nigerian Army in Sokoto as part of efforts to combat the new terror group Lukarawa. Olukoide ordered that the troops be crushed to crush the new group, which was reportedly inducing youth in the state into its fold. The defense headquarters had last week identified Lukarawa as a new terror group operating in Kebbi and Sokoto states. The Director of Defense Media Operation, Major General Edward Buba, said the terror group is affiliated with Jihadi faction in Mali and Niger, raising security concerns in the northwestern region of the country. Speaking with newsmen in the Masalaki community in the Tangaza local government area, Oluyede called on the residents of the community to always give accurate and timely information to the troops to help them in the fight against insecurity. It was learnt that the Acting Chief of Army Staff visited the Sultan of Sokoto, Mohammed Zahid Abubakar, and other relevant stakeholders in the state, and also held talks with troops of Operation Fazan Yama in order to motivate them. Operatives of the Nigerian Army have dismantled 43 illegal refinery sites while also confiscating over 260,000 liters of stolen products in Akokotoro local government area of Rivers State. The Army, in a statement by the Acting Deputy Director, 6th Division Public Relations Lieutenant Colonel Danjuma Jonah, said 11 vehicles, 21 boats and 11 motorcycles used for stealing crude oil were demobilized. According to the military, stolen crude oil parked in hundreds of sacks and cars and boats were seized from 19 suspected oil thieves who are presently under the custody of the 6th Division Nigerian Army in Port Harcourt. Drums used for storage of illegally refined product as well as dugout pits were recovered in the remote creeks of Akokotoro, where wooden boats were also confiscated. The GOC 6th Division Nigerian Army Major General Jamal Abdulsalam, while commending the operatives, warned all thieves to desist from illegal acts or face the consequences. The Federal Capital Territory Police Command says it has commenced an investigation into the alleged killing of a man, David Ikechukwu, in Abuja. The spokesperson for the FCT Command, Josephine Ade, in a statement issued in Abuja, said the incident occurred on Saturday. According to Ade, the suspected gunmen were operating from a tricycle while wearing a blue and black uniform. The PPRO noted that an investigation into the circumstances surrounding Ikechukwu's death had begun. She added that David Ikechukwu was reportedly shot by a yet-to-be-identified gunman, allegedly operating from a tricycle and wearing blue and black uniforms on November 9, 2024. According to her, the Commissioner of Police for the FCT Command, CP Olatunji Diso, ordered a comprehensive investigation to apprehend those responsible and to uncover the circumstances surrounding this unfortunate event. The FCT Police Command assured the public that a dedicated team of detectives is actively investigating all aspects of the case. This investigation aims to provide clarity and hold those involved accountable for their actions. 2 people have been reportedly killed in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, by gunmen numbering 3 in early hours of Monday, while 2 others sustained bullet injuries. The incident has been confirmed by the Public Relations Officer of the Ogun State Police Command, Omolola Odutola, in a statement. She explained that the incident occurred at around 12:30 a.m. in parking lots of Diamond Dumplings GRA, Abeokuta. The police spokesperson hinted that a preliminary investigation had been initiated to examine the factors leading to the 2 deaths and to assess any potential link to cult activities. She added that the divisional police officer from Ibara responding to distress calls arrived at the scene and ensured the area was secure before transporting the victims to the hospital. Sensitive materials from the state governorship election scheduled for Saturday, 16th November 2024 have arrived in Akure, the state capital. The materials were transported by the Nigerian Air Force and have been received by officials of the Central Bank of Nigeria. This was disclosed in a brief message posted on the official X page of the Independent National Electoral Commission on Monday. This marks a significant step towards ensuring a smooth and secure election process in the state. Examiners engaged by the National Examination Council to mark the 2024 students' examination papers are threatening to embark on nationwide protest over the non-payment of their allowances after completing the assignment. It was learned that the examiners have started mobilizing their colleagues across the state for the planned protest. A letter written to NECO Chief Registrar in Minna by a group of Kano examiners and circulated to NECO examiners in Plateau State confirmed the development. The letter, dated November 8, 2024, and copied to all team leaders in charge across the Federation and all assistant examiners across the Federation, was obtained by newsmen in Jos. Some of NECO examiners who spoke with newsmen said that they were ready to participate in the protest if nothing was done to address the demands. Efforts to speak with the Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of NECO, Professor Danton Ibushishi, on the matter failed, as his telephone line indicated that it was switched off when contacted at the time of filing this report. Now we move to the international desk for more news.
Hello and welcome to the Foreign News. Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed Salman has demanded that Israel immediately stop its military aggression in Gaza and Lebanon at the opening of a summit of Arab and Muslim leaders in Riyadh. In an address before the Joint Arab League and Organization of Islamic Cooperation Summit on Monday, the Crown Prince, also known as MBS, condemned the massacre committed against Palestinian and Lebanese people. Ahmed Boulghed, Secretary General of the League of Arab States, also joined MBS in condemning Israel's military operation in Gaza and Lebanon, saying that words cannot express the plight of the Palestinian people. The Saudi state-run TV broadcasted footage of Nigerian President Bola Tinubu and Lebanese Prime Minister Najib Mikati landing in Riyadh for the summit on Sunday evening. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif also attended the summit. Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian said Iran's first Vice President Mohammad Reza Aref will attend the summit. The November 2023 meeting had featured an appearance by Iran's then President Ibrahim Raisi.
And that's it for now. Do join us at 9 p.m. for our prime time news. My name is Iribami Salako. See you then.